Now we are going to attach our straps to our bag by pinning, as well as inside we're going to sew around the top. This step's a little bit tricky, so just pay attention, watch careful, and make sure you see what's going on. The lining, I'm going to start by turning it right side out. So what the inside of my little bag is going to look like. And I'm just going to stick it to the side. Right now, the front part of my bag, if you see, it kind of comes up like this. I'm going to take my strap and basically straight up from where my pocket is, if it was centered, I'm going to line it up on this edge and I'm going to pin it. And then I'm going to make sure my strap isn't twisted, and straight up in the edge of this pocket I'm going to pin this one here too. And then I'm going to take the rest of the strap and just tuck it down in the bag. And repeat on the other side for the other strap. Straight up from the pocket. If you only have one pocket, you're going to want to measure. Make sure you're doing it in the same spot on both sides of the bag. And tuck the strap in. So now I've got my little bag with the straps attached. Next task is, whenever we sew things, we're sewing right sides touching, right? So I'm going to take my inside of my bag that has been turned right side out, and I'm going to tuck it inside the outside of my bag that is still inside out, so the right sides touch. Because the straps are in there, it might not line up well across the top. Just sit in there, so just tell it must line up. So we've got notches here. I'm going to bring these two notches and match them. I'm going to come to my side seams and I'm going to match them. To keep the side seams open, I highly suggest pinning on both sides. Over here I've got another notch, so I'm going to match it. And here's my other side seam. I'm going to match it. Okay. I've got spots around this edge that aren't lining up well. Basically, they're right where my straps are. So all I'm going to do is pull it open flat so I can see where it needs to line up. And I'm going to add a pin right here where the strap is. Then I'm just going to remove my old pin and stick it in again, so I still have, so basically I have two holding that strap because I don't want the straps to move. This is close enough around that I think, as long as you just make sure that the edges line up where the straps are, you'll be in good shape. There we go. So I've pinned all around this top edge with my inside stuffed around in here with my straps inside already. Now I need to sew around this in one big circle. When you sew around this one big circle, we're still doing our 1/2 inch. To sew a circle on your machine, or kind of a rectangle in this case, all you're going to do is take your bag. Bottom layer is going to go under the press foot, the rest is going to spin around up here in the air. If you have a machine that has an opening, you could spin this around down here if you'd rather. So it comes around the bottom. You're welcome to do that if your machine has it. Not all machines have that ability. So since not all machines have that ability, I'm going to show it just spinning around in the air. Just come in, you line it up with your 1/2 inch. Back stitch. And then you just go around. Pull out your pins as you go. And just kind of pull and turn your bag down. So all I do is I kind of pull it. I make sure this is going flat through here. And I just sew for a couple more inches. Get to my pin, I pull it out. And I'm just going to turn it some more. If your seam allowance pops up, just make sure the needle's down in. Lift up your presser foot, and you can smooth it underneath the presser foot. Never be afraid to stop the sewing machine and readjust your fabric. As long as you don't lift the presser foot with the needle up, your fabric will stay right where it's supposed to be. Okay, I made it all the way around. I'm just going to line up my stitches. If I'm doing my 1/2 inch, it should just line up. I'm going to give it a little bit of an extra little back stitch right there. Okay, now I've sewn all the way around the top. I just need to trim my stitches. Extra threads. Okay. So now my bag is sewn inside out.